original characters, horror icons, fun to rage-worthy gameplay, boy do we have a game for you. I am Dreaded, and this is Dead by Daylight's Halloween event. To start off, let's cover the bare minimum of the base gameplay. So Dead by Daylight is a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer horror game in which one player takes on the role of a killer and the other 4 players take on the roles of a survivor. The killer must hunt and impale each survivor on sacrificial hooks to appease a malevolent force known as the Entity, while the survivors have to avoid being caught and power up exit gates by working together to fix 5 generators. So while most characters in the game are original, Dead by Daylight also features a plethora of licensed characters ranging from Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, a Xenomorph, Pyramid Head, and Vecna, while on the survivor side includes characters from the former's own franchises, but also includes extras like Bill Overbeck of Left 4 Dead, Alan Wake, and Lara Croft for some reason. Survivors and killers each have the option to use up to 4 perks in their loadout, which gives their characters special abilities. Perks differ between survivors and killers. A survivor perk may not be used by a killer, and vice versa. Examples of survivor perks include a burst of speed when running from a killer, the ability to self-heal without a medkit, briefly sabotage sacrificial hooks without a toolbox, and many more. Examples of killer perks include seeing survivors through walls, hindering the effects of struggling survivors while taking them to a hook, preventing generators from being worked on, regressing generators, speeding up the recovery from a missed base attack, and many more. There are a number of general perks that start unlocked for any character to learn. Additionally, each specific character in the game starts off with a set of 3 perks that are completely unique to them. Perks, add-ons, and items can be unlocked through the Blood Web, a skill tree which each character can spend in-game currency. Survivors can also spend blood points on items in the Blood Web that includes medkits for healing themselves and others, flashlights to temporarily blind a killer, toolboxes for sabotaging hooks and repairing generators faster, and maps for locating generators. Killers don't earn items, but can earn add-ons for their unique power. Each killer in the game comes with a specific power that goes with their character. For example, my personal favorite killer is the Wraith. He's a stealth killer able to cloak and uncloak himself at the ringing of his wailing bell, but to a survivor's perspective, you can see him if you pay attention. It's kind of like the Predator's cloaking ability in the Predator franchise, so if you just look, you'll find him. While a licensed killer will contain a power based off of traits seen in their franchise. For example, Nemesis is capable of attacking at mid-range with his tentacle while receiving support from zombies roaming the area. Killers can also spend blood points on add-ons that enhance or modify their powers, while survivors use them to do the same for their items. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's talk about the actual event. So, Haunted by Daylight is a recurring Halloween event in Dead by Daylight celebrating Halloween. Haunted by Daylight 2024 is now the 3rd iteration of the event and started on the 17th of October and will end on the 7th of November. So the event's not exactly new, but there are new features involved this year. For the gameplay of this event, a rift stabilizes at the start of the trial, creating a portal to the void, which is like a little pocket dimension area in the world of Dead by Daylight. Additional portals can be opened by finding unstable rifts located in the environment and feeding them one's collected void energy. Up to 4 portals can exist, unlike the previous year. One portal, which is the original, will stay open the entire duration of the trial and only closes as the trial is coming to an end. You can collect void energy by collecting void orbs, repairing generators, hooking survivors, destroying pumpkins, stunning killers, and downing survivors. While inside the void, survivors and killers will receive nerfs and buffs like killers being undetectable and survivors being prone to longer healing sessions when injured. In the center of the void lies the Void Well. When you transfer your void energy into the Void Well, you get special rewards. For example, a survivor will get what's called a Void Crystal. When you throw a Void Crystal on the ground, it releases a thick cloud of smoke that can cloud yours and the killer's vision, so use it carefully. However, killers receive something called a Captured Haunt. It's basically a projectile haunting power that can actually injure survivors, and maybe even expose where they might be due to the fact that they scream aloud. The event also includes event-based like items like Halloween-themed medkits and flashlights. Rewards include a whole lot of new cosmetics for both survivors and killers. Personally, I like this cat outfit for one of these specific characters. So, what do I think of the event? I think the event is very fun, actually. The void aspect of the gameplay makes it a little different, and I enjoy that, actually. Although it's nothing too different, it's just a little something new. It's something a little extra. Typically, the holiday events don't add much variety in gameplay. In my opinion, it's mostly just cosmetics and a lot of farming for blood points. but this event actually offers changes in gameplay. I mean, it's not a huge change, but it's something. If you like Dead by Daylight, then you'll most likely enjoy this event. While Dead by Daylight as a whole may have its ups and downs, I still say it's a fun game to try out, especially with friends. I am Dreaded, and this has been my review of Dead by Daylight's 2024 Halloween event.